Hello everyone, very good morning and good evening to all. Thanks for joining. So let us start our today's session. SQL concept today. So start with SQL because SQL you have to do in the backend. Then later, after forthcoming sessions, we'll go for uh, this this PySpark, Databricks architecture, Delta Lake architecture. Everything we'll see one by one. And what is the workspace? What do we need this workspace? Yeah, workspace, where we will do all kind of work. So where this all this notebooks and everything. So here it will be available. Okay, so whatever the workspace we are creating, the tables, notebook, and everything we are creating. So this is what the space we'll work on that. That's the workspace we'll create it. Okay. So multiple workspaces we can create, and that too environment wise we can create a separate workspace as well. Okay, so just to start with this workspace, and we'll after the break we'll go ahead and then we'll create one catalog, one schema, one table, then we'll do DML operations. So those things we'll see. This SQL concept we'll see in our Databricks, how to do this, all this. Create table statements and all, okay, it's very similar to Oracle, but other concept we'll see completely. Okay. So before going for the break, do you have any questions on this UI? Just to start with this 14 days trial or free trial itself. Now you go, later you can go with 14 days because if you create 14 days trial account, so one difference is the compute we can create here. So if the free editions will not have this create option, but every 14 days, this one we have to change it, this account, but there no need to change it, right? So that one we can make use of this Databricks. Any other questions you have? Is there any command line interface? Yes, we have command line interface. That as well we'll see. Every developer will use the same workspace. Yeah, workspace is same workspace only will get it access because whatever the workspace we have access, so that workspace only will get access. Okay, no other workspace will not get access based on our this ACL. So whatever the ACL we are raising it for that, we'll get the workspace access only. Okay, so this workspace will be integrated with GitHub, and whatever the files are available, we can create a new file, we can upload it into the workspace, or somebody else already created, so we can enhance that notebook as well. Okay, so you'll get clear idea once we have set up that complete end-to-end project, right? You'll get a clear idea how this workspace will work all this. So I got few more questions. So what is this PySpark? What is this Spark SQL, all this, right? And Snowpark. So if you know the Python plus Spark, right? So we have the PySpark. So this one Spark, we have Apache Spark. So this is called PySpark. And if you have, for example, Snowflake we have Snowflake. We are going to use the Spark. It's called Snowpark. Same concept only. There we will call it as Snowpark. Okay, Snowpark one. So this will be used for creating the RDD data frames, all this to compete with the Databricks. Snowflake they have introduced newly with Snowpark, this one. And if you have this SQL with the Spark, right? So we have the Spark SQL. Okay, so here we'll call it as it's a Spark SQL in our Databricks environment. The SQL, whatever the SQL we are writing, so that is called Spark SQL. So you can learn something like Spark SQL here, Databricks Spark SQL. You can Google it. You will get clear SQL concept as well. Okay, Spark SQL. So now we will go to this SQL editor. Okay, so just go to this SQL editor, or you can start with notebook also. So anything is fine. So just to go to this SQL query here, SQL query. So this is new query. Click on the plus symbol. So the plus symbol also you can have the query here. So we can create a different queries here. So this is SQL query we are creating. So this in Databricks or Snowflake. So whatever the new SQL query we are creating it, our new notebook we are creating it. So everything will be auto saved. No need to save. So in our workspace also, so we might be using multiple windows, but the queries will be taking it, and all the queries are auto saved. So for example, today, so I will take first day SQL, something like this. We can rename it this one. I want to create one more query. I can create it here. So then this query will automatically renamed like this on today's date timestamp. So if I want to get previous queries and everything, previous this SQL editor, then left hand side we have the workspace here, and we can run it. And then this is what catalog here we have. So just to go to workspace here. So within this workspace, we have the draft. So we have one draft SQL here, right? So here we can see first SQL. So this one, we have saved it. So that's why it's coming under this one. So draft, under draft, we have this one draft. So auto saved only. So if I'm writing something like select something like this, next week I'm going to see this one without, I'm not going to save. Definitely it will be available here only. Will not change it. Okay, this one. So I will go to this first SQL. You can see here, this is my SQL. This is my SQL worksheet, the sheet, which I'm going to write it. So we can write the copy URL. I can rename it. I can move it. I can clone it. So I can just clone this particular sheet as well. Notebook also I can do it, and I can schedule this one. Okay, so we can schedule here. So we can share this one. Okay, somebody else we have in our project team. Okay, so for example, Arun is there. So just to type Arun here, that their name will be available here. Just you can share it, and then they will see from their shared one in the workspace. They can go to the shared one. They can open it. Whatever we are creating. For example, I'm just creating. I have to give this one to my junior developers. Then I can give, or I have to give to my senior. So I can give it this way, or my client. Yes, I can share it. So that's a sharing one. We can integrate this one with GitHub. So that we'll see later. So this is catalog, which I explained here. Catalog will be available. You can toggle between catalog and then this workspace. So different workspace, you can toggle it. So here, this is what we can run. So run all 1000. This is 1000 lines of codes to execute. Okay, so control enter, it will execute. This is 1000 lines. But I want to completely I have to run. So then I can go with this one, run selected, just to limit 1000, right? Remove this. It will give you, this is not 1000 lines, 1000 records. Limit 1000, just to remove it. Now it will run all the records. It will run all statement. Okay, if you have multiple statements here, so you want to run it everything, or you can write something like this. After that, you can select alone. You can run. So different options are available here. Do if we have to run it and then download the query. So run that. If, for example, if the query is running for 5 minutes, no need to wait 5 minutes to download all this SQL, CSV data. You can give this option. It will execute and then it will download the CSV file, Excel file. So whatever the file we want to go for. So this is what the SQL, the connect, we can connect to this particular. See, I want to connect to this particular, the cluster. So then I can connect from here. Okay, so connect. So if it is running, it will show green color here. So once the cluster is up and running, it will available here. Genie code you can take. So then output we can see here. So all this we can find here. So whatever the queries we are executing, the query history, it will keep all the queries here. Okay, so just I want to, so here how many catalogs are available? Now, two catalogs are available in my organization, workspace and system. So I want to create my own catalog. So create or replace catalog, right? And catalog name. So I'm going to create with sales catalog. So orders catalog, customer catalog, or some HR human resource catalog. Some different catalogs we can create. Semicolon. So use semicolon. I think the font size is okay. Visible, visible one. If not, I will maximize it. Okay, so this is the one. And so if you don't want, you can just you can minimize it. So this way, so you can close this one also. So if you close it, it will be available here. This one, then you will get more workspace. After that, if you want, just to click on that, it will open here. So just you can remove it now. So create catalog. So now we are at default catalog, workspace and default one, right? This one, that is the default one. So if I have created this catalog, it will go to this catalog also. We can change it. So create or replace. So we can mention that or replace catalog. So what is the meaning? So here we have the already catalogs are available. It will be replaced. Okay, this syntax is not available for catalog. So if it is not available, it will show you the underlying red color mark. You can just remove it and then. So if it is not available, we'll get error. So this way. So it's a dynamic. Dynamically will get and run it. So run selected, right? So just to run it. So allow here and attach this virtual warehouse. So because we have only one serverless one, you can see now it is running 2x small one. It's running green color. So green color means it will be running. It will be in running state. So here we have created a sales catalog. So within that, create schema name, sales schema. Okay, so we can put this schema here. After that, we can create a table, right? Multiple tables we can create. So we created a catalog and then schema. So if I want, even if I want, okay, I will take all these statements. We'll see all the statements one by one. This is what you have to start with SQL first. Okay. So I just created a catalog here. So whatever I'm getting this one, I'm getting some error because this catalog is not, it's not available. Okay. Sales catalog. So here we have, right? So create catalog name. Then I have created a schema. So here I have created raw schema. Instead of that, I just created a sales schema, something like that schema we can create. So if I want to create something like instead of raw, I want to, wherever the raw is present, I have to change it. I can go for Control H here. Okay, Control H is nothing but wherever I have raw, I want to replace with this one. Okay, so this is the replace all. 17 places we have the raw. Just you can replace it here. So then it will be replaced, right? This will be replaced. So why it is giving the error? So now the catalog is defined this way. So that's why we are getting error. So you can go to this one catalog. You can find sales catalog, separate catalog has been created now, right? You can see this is another catalog, different catalog. Within catalog, we have the schema we created, right? So that as well, it will automatically, so when I'm going to create it, so we already created, I guess, right? So we already created, already exist. So if you do refresh or reload the page, so definitely it will be available here, or you can just go to this catalog here, right? So you can see here, okay, so here it is not available. So where it has created it, so we have to just reload the page. So then it will be available here. Or it might have created in workspace itself. Yeah. Why it has created sales schema here itself, I will tell you why, because that is what we haven't set the context previously. Just to go to this SQL editor, the way I created, so here, first I created a sales catalog. After that, I haven't set the context. Why? Because we are in workspace in this particular catalog, and this is my current schema. The moment I create a schema, by default, where it will create, it will go to this particular catalog only. Why? Because that is the catalog I have set it up, right? So if I want to set this one, I have to use catalog name. Okay, so that one we have to put, or we can manually change it here. So just change it to this particular catalog. So it's not available here. Sales catalog. So we have to change it, or we have to reload the page. Just go here, sales catalog. Okay, so just it's not available. This is available here, but that is not available there. So we can reload this page, or we can do sales catalog dot this one, sales schema. So this way also. So it will set it up here. So this is also fine. This is fully qualified path we are setting up now. So now if I'm going to use, just to run it here, it's refreshing. I'm going to reload the workspace. If you reload, it will be reloaded. And you can see sales catalog inside that. So we have the sales schema now, right? So this way we can create. So these are the basic one. We might be getting some doubt. Okay, so how it will be all this? So this way we have to set the context here. So that's what we'll say, set the context. Okay, so I hope you are clear. So how to set the context, all this.